Alright friends, welcome back to Vincent Gigi's Super Channel G, and look how incredible these Mega Constructs, Mega Blocks, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the 2012 series look. These minifigs look outstanding. We're going to take a look at these in this video. Look at those incredible mousers. We're going to start with those Krangbots and droids, and can't wait to take a closer look to all of these. They look outstanding, and look what we found as well. And continuing on our collection, and so guys, before we get started, if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please hit the subscribe button below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you get notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what you think of these incredible Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the 2012 series minifigs from Mega Constructs and Mega Blocks. Give us a big thumbs up. Share this video with anybody you think would enjoy it. And yeah, talk to us in the comments. So guys, what do you say we go ahead and get started right now?
What is up, Vincent Gigi?
Vincent Gigi, Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Gigi.
Vincent Gigi from Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Vincent Gigi on Super Channel G.
So tight. Don't stop doing what you're doing.
Congratulations on all your success.
Congratulations on everything.
I will see you on the TV on Super Channel G.
Yeah! God, is this great?
Alright friends, so we've got everybody we've looked at so far set up pretty much. Here are the villains we just looked at. Doesn't that look absolutely outstanding? These down here, the turtles that we did first, and the mutanimals. Look at that. Have them together by kind of the theme that they got going on, even though they're from different sets. They span different sets. We do have our turtle mech here with Mikey, and of course our Shell Razor. Doesn't all this look amazing? And so we still have a few little compartments left. So let's do this one. I know it's hard to see, and then we'll move on to these amazing ones right here at the end. So these are duplicates, as is this one. These are extra spare parts. So let's do this, and let's do this next. Let's get set up right here and take a look. Let me set this aside. There we go. It's right here. Here, let me make sure we got all this set up correctly. Okay, awesome. And it looks like, well, of course we have Master Splinter, April Karai, and Casey Jones, our Mystic Turtles, and our Dimension X Turtles. These are the ones besides the few that are left that are open, and of course the majority of these being from blind bags. So let's start off with Master Splinter, because he's definitely waited a while to join the group. And we have more than one that we got, but these two right here, let me show you this. These two are the same from blind bags. You'll notice they have the same green staff, but this one right here that doesn't has a blue and has the flowers right there on his outfit. This one, I believe, is from is it the Shredder Throne Room battle, I believe. And then we have this rat right here. So man, this is a big fierce rat. Look at that. Jeez, I'm like, does this belong to this? Like, is this for even be able to hold him? And does he... let me take a look. So I'm like, does he fit right here? He does. Look at that. This is a nightmarishly large rat. Okay, since these two splinters are the same, we're gonna go ahead and leave one in there. Put that back. Let's take a look at this Splinter. Okay, so this head sculpt looks great. Well, this paint's a little crooked. Let me compare the two again to see if this one has crooked paint for the face. Which one is better? This one has almost like a yellow teardrop right there. Let's see. Well, that one has a crooked beard right there as far as the paint. This one has a longer beard. Eyebrows look good, the eyes. Alright, my friend, I guess we're gonna stay with this one. Let's take this purple base off because it really doesn't need that base. So it looks like on the bottom. That there. And so this Splinter does turn a little bit right here at the waist. He does, because of his, forgive me, I don't know what this robe is called, but I don't think it's kimono. And I don't know. You can definitely let me know in the comments. But anyway, looks cool. He's able to just articulate like this. It'd be even cooler if we could move his legs, but it's still pretty cool. I like the way that looks. We still get some bit of action there, but anyway, the arms move very similar to what would be foot soldiers, except with a different color. This appears to be a slightly different color gray, but all in all, I think these are pretty much the arms of what would be a foot soldier. Again, the wrist doesn't move, but it moves here at the elbow. And then the head articulates pretty well. A that. Can tilt it a little bit. Turns really well. Looks pretty good. And then we have his staff right here, which is a couple of pieces. Like this plus that plus this. So it's 3 pieces to make that. And that looks awesome. We have him holding it like this. I'm really digging the way that looks. And let's compare him to the other one. Again, this is almost the exact same figure. Notice the paint, the head sculpt, everything. There's almost nothing different, since it's basically the same mold and everything. Except this one has this paint right here for the flowers that are right here across the front of his outfit. And different color staff. Look at that. Blue versus green. So, same articulation here. And there we go. And Master Splinter was absolutely one of my favorite characters from the entire show. And let's set him up right over here. Look at that. Awesome. You know what? I'll switch these two. Okay, there we go. Oh, and our little rat. Well, this is the big rat, I guess, right? Our little rat that we'll put right here. Okay, cool. Let's see. Let's move on to these now. We're gonna have a couple duplicates again. So we have one Casey, a different Casey. We do have one April. I believe this is the Konoichi. Put that right there. Look at that. That metal fan or whatever you would call this is huge. Looks like Cap Shield almost. Let's see. We have more than one where it's Dimension X. April. We have another one that's this. So we'll take a look. We'll see which one's better. And then we have 2 Kurais. There we have that. So let's take a look which one of these April O'Neils we want to keep. Well, with our figures right now. Alright, cool. I guess we'll keep this one here. What about these Aprils? Look for little subtle differences in the face. So, tell me, is it just me, Or is this face seem longer and thinner? I don't know if it's just an optical illusion. So between all these, let's keep this middle one. This one probably has the coolest pose, look at that. But we can get that with this one. Okay. Let's get this going right here. Maybe we do the same pose. There we go. Is that more or less what we got going on? I'm just leaning back. Okay, we can do that. Okay. Let's look at these two Karais. We definitely had more than two. Which one stands out to you the most? Then we'll take a closer look at all of these figures. I say go with this one, even though this one looks like it has perhaps the better arms. Look, because the paint's kind of messed up here. But really it's the face and the hair that's more important to me, so I guess we'll keep this one. Very cool. Okay. And then those cases. So set that aside. And let's look at our Casey Jones. Okay, I'm like, ooh, which one's which? Because which one came with which set? In other words, because one of those Casey Jones came with the Donatello Hot Rod set. And I'm like, And I'm coming across a couple of items like, what's this, laptop? Some pizza. I'm like, these look like different pizzas. Slices. A little crate. I'm hoping all this actually belongs here. This is a spray can. I'm just thinking, man. And on the sword. Okay, well, let's just go from here. So, check out this Casey Jones. I like the outfit he's wearing. Look at his arm is, there we go, facing the wrong direction. Look at his teeth, he's missing the front too. I like the way his helmet right here is, the way it looks awesome. His hair's coming out the back, or the top also. Okay, so it's more a bandana then. But I was like, wasn't it a helmet? Look at his shoulder guard right there. We can take that off by popping the head off if we'd like. It looks cool like that. Turn the waist a little bit. The arms do go around. Turn right here at the wrist. Like his jeans. We can get his legs to go also for 90-degree angle. And pretty far back, look at that. So we can articulate and pose this Casey pretty well. And it looks great. And definitely reminds me of when Donnie and Casey were fighting with each other, and he called Donnie Gaptooth and Donnie called him Cave Mouth, so that was a lot of fun. And look at this Casey Jones right here with the mask. So how does this work? The mask goes up. That's cool. And look at that face. One right there. Otherwise it looks even better than this one as far as the bandana on the hair is concerned. I like the mask goes up and down. So, was this the one that we have with the shell razor? I think so. Then we have these hockey pads. And this is almost the same figure, but look how the pants are the same, but a darker color. The shirt is a different color, the sleeves are a different color, but enough variation to look so awesome and give us, I mean, it looks so awesome and enough to give us like a different Casey, so I'm definitely digging that. With the same ability to pose. You see how the arms exactly the same? They're not identical, no. So this one doesn't have gloves, this one does. We can turn the head pretty well. Again, I love that we can put the hockey mask up like that. And then we can put these right here in their hands. Look at that. The hockey stick. And we can't really like, I guess we could go like this. I was like, can't really hold it that well down. I guess we could do this. So, or hold it with both hands maybe. That would be cool. Let's open his legs, give him a better stance. That looks really cool actually. Stand him up right there. In this Casey, same thing. I do like the way this looks black versus that little beige, tan, sand looking. Put this down. I was like, didn't he have a bat? Or did we just allow the purple dragon to use his bat? But here we are. It's like this hockey stick is different than that one. Look how this one is like this and this one's like that. So it's a cool variation. So we can stand him up. Oop. See how we can stand him up while we knock the other one down? That looks cool. There we go. Let's move this back. And let's see about our Aprils. So we have our Konoichi April right here. Definitely got the fierce face going. And like freckles or what's going on here. That looks cool. We can turn the head and move it pretty far back and forward. Look at that. And tilt it. Got a little ponytail. The arms, which unfortunately only go around like this, which that's one of the things that I love most about the Mega Constructs is that we can articulate pretty well. So it's unfortunate that we can't move them out. We can turn really well at the waist here. And then we do have knee joints and can bring the legs all the way up to 90-degree angle. I love this little Kill Bill stripe or whatever right here we got going on. And in the waist and the hips, look at that move in the knees. Now this fan could have been probably executed way better since it's her really cool weapon that she got from Master Splinter. It's just so huge, it's just too big. This is the only thing that is odd to me about this figure really. Well, the thing that really stands out that maybe could have been executed a little bit differently. But nonetheless, cool figure all in all. And she holds that with that piece right, that black piece right there. Let's set her up. And we're gonna have almost the same pose, but look at this Dimension X April. This yellow suit looks great. I love that she's got a smile that, or smirk. There it is. You can barely see it, but you can see it. If I keep the light from washing it out. Her head, same thing, articulates and turns pretty well. Her headband, probably we can definitely customize that so it matches the rest. There's her weapon. Let's bring it just slightly further up, or maybe further down, I don't know. at her boots. She turns at the waist also, which is great. But again, we can only move the arms like a clock. And we have same articulation here, but as far as for the legs, the boots, for example, they look absolutely great. So let's give that pose that we saw there a moment ago. Let's have her doing this, kind of like running. And that looks amazing. Look at that. Cool. And then now we have Karai. And Karai looks awesome. All of these you can take their hair off. I never did fully love the hairdo that Karai had, the way it was cut and just kind of long hairs. But either way, this looks very true to the cartoon, so that's a plus. Oop, we have to push our arm back in. Look at that. And this arm isn't gonna go out either. Wow, this arm's just loose. Or weird, it comes out but it doesn't. We cannot turn it at the wrist, just like we can't with the April. We can only move it around like a clock. Now we have great mobility in the legs again. Look at that. They move pretty far back and pretty far forward. They do tilt so that we can get really cool poses. Ah! Too hard. Too cool. Turn right here at the waist. And this Karai does look great. Oh, I want to turn her head, not just her hair. That looks awesome. We probably want her with turtles and not necessarily with Casey and April. Look at that. Isn't that like amazing? Sure does. Okay, now we're gonna move on to our turtles. I'm super excited about that. Let's put those up over here. And let's see. We're going to put April here. No, we need her. Oh my gosh. Getting ready for our Dimension X figures. So we'll put her over here. Get our Casey Jones here. Oop. There we go. I'll move him in a little bit. And let's put April here with Master Splinter. That looks awesome. Okay, so Karai, where are we gonna put you? I think it's here for now. Unless we want to put her with the bad guys. Okay, cool. Let's move Raph over a little bit. Great. Man, this is a lot of figures already. Okay. Let's move on. And I figure we may as well do Dimension X, since we just did the one for April. I'm a little bummed because I do not have Dimension X Leo. Well, let's say not yet, right? Not yet. Okay, cool. Ugh, we're gonna do this. Mikey from, I'm pretty sure this is from the Ice Cream Kitty set. Maybe we'll have this coming from here. Okay, perfect. That looks cool. Okay, let's set this over here. And we'll start first with this Mikey. And Mikey looks like he has some of Ice Cream Kitty on his shell there. And here's what he looks like. I was like, wait, this isn't one that has action. Look at his eyes. He's absolutely like thinks it's cute. He's like, "Aww." That's how his eyes are. And let me bring Ice Cream Kitty back over here. And we definitely want them together if they're from the same set. So that looks cool. This Mikey looks great. Went ahead and put his nunchucks like this in front. Just because, you know, he could probably hold Ice Cream Kitty in his hand. But, anyway, let's see if we can get him to stand. And he is essentially the same mold as the other turtles we had in the other Mikey. But this one, of course, the mask has painted on eyes versus holes there so you can see the eyes underneath, because that's how else would we get that emote right there. And so it looks great. So maybe we can have this with, I was gonna say, maybe with our other turtles that have eyes are emoting. Look at that. So angry, of course, and then like shy, embarrassed, and then cute. So maybe we can move those. And where will we put them? Let's see. Is this an action Leo? This is an action Leo. Let's move those guys right over here. Let's move Karai. Well, let's just put her here for now. This Donnie. Oh, I got this Raph. It's gonna be hard not to accidentally knock them down like dominoes. And we'll get Mikey right here. Oh, he feels like he's gonna fall. There we go. We'll put Ice Cream Kitty here now. And yeah, that's great. So maybe I can move this Donnie here. Put Karai next to Leo. He's had that like crush on Karai. Ah! Just keeps falling over. There we go. Okay, cool. And let's move that Donnie over here. And this Leo here. We'll figure it out more later. Okay, cool. So, Dimension X. We're going from that Mikey to this Mikey. Let's get even closer. Look how the three of them, yeah, they look together. Let me see if I can get a quick picture right here. Give me a second. Let me see if I can just... Perfect. Okay, so same thing's going on with this Mikey right here. I guess at some point I already did that with the nunchucks. Looks like his left leg is a little looser than I would like it to be. And it's not even, I was like, it's not even gonna pop off. It did pop off, but the right leg is nice and tight, but this one is definitely looser. Look at that. This one's not doing that. Okay, cool. So look at his Dimension X tech that he got from the Fugitoid. There's the holes in the mask so that we can see his eyes, where he's got the stealth eyes. Like he's like gnashing his teeth together. And we can still move the head. So just letting you know. And we can also take this off. This all attaches. This pops on back here just to cover this. It looks like it's all one piece. We have Dimension X space boots. So that's awesome, and everything has got this white theme. And this helmet just pops on and off just like this. Check this out. Boom! I wish you could see him a little better through that, but nonetheless looks cool. The same Mikey mold again, but with these little accessories, looks even cooler. And now that you'll see him next to April, they definitely have a cool theme going here. So let me put it right here. Okay, here we are. Let's look at Raph. So basically the same thing going on here. Our weapons are now white, just like there. They look super cool. They look high tech. We pop this off. Same thing with the mask. He's also biting his teeth down like that. Got this darker green going. And this restricts the movement of their arms just a little bit, but not terribly, so that it's not still super cool. Different color shell than Mikey, but we have these boots. Looks like they might be the same. That. So, gonna move the legs that far forward. He doesn't need to use this base, so you can actually remove that if you like, or not put it on, I should say, if you don't want to. Pop the helmet on, same thing. Would be cool if we could see them just a little bit better, but still looks cool. And we can move the wrists on all of these, and they have gloves on. Look at the size, and we can. This gets in the way from putting them here, but you could just pop this off and put them there. Or have them coming from the bottom, but that might look a little awkward. So pop that on right there. And all in all, this figure looks fantastic as well. Look at that. We're going to spread his legs like he's ready to fight, to take someone on. And have him lean forward a bit. That looks awesome. And then our last Dimension X turtle is this Donnie. Pop the helmet off again just by pulling up. It sits right in there, you notice that? I love this face he's got going on. The same awesome theme with the mask. These masks look really cool. And I just realized that they have the back of it kind of like curved back around in here. They didn't have to add that detail, but that is super cool. So it's not just, you know, hanging out the back. Look at his gap between his teeth. This tech looks cool, even though it's just a little bit of purple. Same thing here. Interesting that it has this instead of one that Donnie would use to put his bow staff on. But here we do have a white one, unlike the one that was that we've mentioned multiple times. That was these right here. Donnie should have had a white bow staff there. But nonetheless, look how cool this looks. Looks absolutely outstanding. I'm sure you agree. Look at that. Perfect. So we don't need him to have this either. The fact that it's blue makes me think it probably was in the same set as that April, but I don't remember off the top of my head. And there we go. Look at that. Put him right next to Dimension X Raph. Put his helmet on. You know what? They might even look cooler without the helmets, honestly. But with the helmets, they still look great. Look at that. That looks absolutely awesome. Very cool. Okay, let's look at those set up over there. And yes, we're still missing Dimension X Leo, which makes me sad. But we'll get our turtle set up right over here. Let's put our April right here. You know what? We'll put Donnie right next to her. Because of course, there we go. Donnie's got his crush on April, and he gets brave when she's around. Well, he'd like to think so. Because he has embarrassed himself more times than not. There we go. That looks awesome. Man, this is a lot of minifigs. Okay. Alright. Let's set this aside. And we're gonna move on to our last heroes, right? Well, I keep saying that, but then I forget that I just uncovered this other little box. But almost at the end. And these should be the last of the blind bag figures. So here's Mystic Donnie. Here's Mystic Raph. Here's a duplicate of Mystic Raph. Here is Mystic Leo. Or Vision Quest, right, is the other way. So either Mystic or Vision Quest. Same thing. And And then here's this arrow. So we have 2 versions of Raph, and we'll probably only have one here, but let's take a look at what the difference is between these. So these are the same. As long as there's no blemish, the masks, everything should be the same. There is a blemish right there, but we have 2 sets of weapons. We have here what's essentially looks like it might even be the same blades that we would have for the Shredder action figure, but gunmetal, and with his size in the back. And here's the opposite. Look at that. Love the opposite going here. And a really cool jump pose right here. Look at that. So that looks outstanding. And we can have him in that jump pose. But I'm going to put this wrap back. And we're going to use this one just so we can have him standing without needing to rely on the stand there. I'm like, wait a minute. It looks like the paint on this one's better. This one just kind of expands out on here. Look at that. Maybe we'll use this one, even though we have those weapons there. And I like when Raph used to hold his size like this, but we can't put that in his hand that way. Not with these figures. Hand's just too small. See, we'll leave that there. In his belt, we do have the great articulation. His legs they would come to a 90-degree angle if it wasn't for the knee protector kind of getting in the way there. Look at that. And they don't come as far back because obviously they hit the shell right there, but we can bend the knees really well. Because we can turn it at the hips here, get some pretty outstanding poses. Look at that. That little black thing right there is supposed to be the crack in his shell. As far as for the head articulation, you can turn it pretty well and pivot it. I'm like, does this come off? I don't remember. Why don't we take a look? It does! Which means we could put it on our other turtles if we wanted to. So start by putting this with his chin first and pull it back, and that looks great. Make sure we line it up with the eyes. Look how awesome that is. Very cool. Maybe we do want to have that up just like that. Okay. Let's lean him forward a little bit so he doesn't fall. Set him right there. Very cool. Vision Quest / Mystic Raphael. Now, let's see these 2 Leos. They look to be pretty much the same. Maybe some paint blemishes. Be a little different. The colors. This went more onto the wrist. But, okay. Let's go ahead and go with this one. And yep. So kind of the same thing going on here. I love the way we have white for his belt here. We can peel this off. Oh, we took the whole head off. I'm like, maybe it won't be as easy to take this one off from Leo. Okay, look at that. Put it back on. From his chin back. That looks awesome. Oh, it's crooked though. Definitely don't want it crooked. Make sure I have his head as straight as can be. Make sure I line that up to the best of my ability, and that looks pretty good. So we have this bow and arrow, not unlike the one we had for that Foot Clan ninja, but this one is, as we saw earlier, the bow staff is a different shade of brown. The other one's like a lighter shade of brown. right here. This is where we can attach this to. Just clip it right here to the bow. And hey, this one's not pinching this one to stay on. There we go. And we don't need to have it there, but it's cool to put it. Look at that. Now we can also, if we want, put this arrow here. And it looks kind of cool. Look at that. So that's awesome. And we have a blue sword. We can turn the head still. And that looks awesome. The wrists do turn. Again, we got that great articulation with the legs. Shell looks like the same color as Raphael's actually. Which they are not always. Like I know Mikey's is different, maybe Donnie's. But that looks outstanding. And he does have the different belt that's going around his body. So let's set him Vision Quest Leo up like this. Look how awesome that looks. Looks great, actually. That looks outstanding. Okay, let me get just a little bit closer in here. We can take a picture. Great. Okay, and then Donnie is probably my favorite of this set because he just looks so fierce here with that, like, it looks like a skull, and the battle axe that he was wielding versus just having a bow staff. This is just a fierce battle axe. Now, doesn't look exactly like a cartoon, but it looks great. And let's see about taking this Vision Quest mask off. Look at that. Ooh, he's got black eyes here, and I guess so you can tell the difference right here in his mask. But that looks great, and he doesn't have white for his belt here. He actually has gray. Everything else is white. His shell is a slightly different color than Leo's here. And he's got a frown. He's rocking the frown. Let's see, so we can straighten out his head and have this come straight forward and then push it back. Let's see if we can show the mouth a little bit. No? That's alright. That looks amazing. Look at that. Okay, great. These legs are a little looser than ones we just dealt with. Comes this far back and pretty well forward. The arms, this doesn't really restrict them too much. It hits it, but it doesn't really restrict it. You can actually turn that. Look at that. And let's give him this amazing axe for Mystic Donnie / Vision Quest Donnie. But man, looks awesome. That looks great. But we're still missing Vision Quest Mikey. And then, just to make sure we're all on the same page, there's still a few from the blind bags that we don't have overall from the sets. But we're gonna get them. We have a couple of complete sets, I believe. But here's one that we need to make sure we get for sure. Look at that. Awesome. So let's put them up there. We'll put our Vision Quest turtles, I guess, in this little gap over here. And let's see if they fit comfortably. Guess we'll find out. Okay, right next to the Mutanimals. That looks awesome. Maybe we move this this Raph right over there. Even though it look cool to have him by the Mikey, but that still looks amazing. And now, geez, this is a lot of minifigs. And we still have all the sets to open and build. Well, we've built a couple, but we still have quite a few. Okay, cool. let's move on to the very last ones that we're gonna do in this video here. Let's move this up. And we looked at this just a little while ago, but it's this. And since somebody dropped this on accident, was it me? Was it somebody else? I guess you have to stay tuned to find that one out, but that's why we have these pieces just all slammed together, unfortunately, and busted. But let's get this Super Shredder out. Let's get this really cool Donnie out. Oh, this isn't one we should be looking at here necessarily. We'll leave this Leo for the movie for another day. Give it back. Ooh, okay, I was like, cool, this one has, you know, paint on it. But I'm like, ugh, it's probably a Mini-Mates one. So I can't use that one. Definitely don't want to accidentally use the Mini-Mates stuff. Which, you know, not going to be the end of the world or anything, but I want to use just what's from these Mini-Mates. I'm sorry, Mega Constructs. There we go. That should be his mask right there, and pressing this button should activate that arm. Here is the fridge from Ice Cream Kitty. This over here. Okay, we're gonna have to figure all this out. But nonetheless, we'll get it done. We'll do that on a follow-up video, and I'll probably just try and put the link so you can see these from when we actually built it. Look how crazy it looks. Pork Chop Express. But this looks amazing. This hot rod right here, and then we can fire that off. So remind me to put the link. We have pieces of Shredder's throne. Alright. We'll come back to that. So for now, let's see these 3 figs we have left. And these are all from sets we've opened clearly. I'm like, where is Donnie's bow staff? Like, this is for Super Shredder, I'm pretty sure. Yep, there's Donnie's bow staff. Yep. What is this? This is a thing. This is a thing, I believe. Okay. We'll just use that. Okay. So Donnie's bow staff. Leo's armor right here. This right here. And Super Shredder with his claws. He already has that. So we need to put this here. Okay, great. So let's start off with this Leo. I'm like, what does he launch? It's been a little bit since we've looked at this. But look at this great looking Leo. We have our symbol right here that we always see with Master Splinter. I love how this cool little like ninja stars right here. I love that he's got the stealth eyes. This would end up hitting this. So just throwing that out there. I'm like, this looks like it attaches here. And there we go, we just popped that on right there. This was not attached, it's actually being smashed by this. And I guess we could turn this and it wouldn't be a big deal if it went in there. But kind of like the way it looks when he's looking over here to the side. This silver belt right here that goes over looks great. The blue right here on his feet where they're wrapped. There's just so much great about this figure. Wow, it looks like his shoulder was coming out a little bit. I accidentally smacked that. coming up. And I'm like, what were we even launching here? Because it's like this on purpose so we can just kind of like flick it. I'm like, what were we even launching? Was it, wasn't pizza. I'm like, oof. We're gonna have to go back and look, because I'm not seeing what we would launch. Like, is it supposed to be a mutagen canister? You know? We'll find out. Trying to go through everything and see what I could see, but that's alright. So clearly we would launch pieces from the Mega Constructs like that. This looks absolutely outstanding. This is one of my favorite figures overall. Looks great. It's absolutely phenomenal. And yeah, I mean, just make sure he can stand on his own, because I'm sure this back piece would be heavy. Maybe not. Maybe he can't stand on his own. I'm like, does this come off? It does. Look at that. It would be easy for him to stand without that. It looks great. Wow, that looks really great, actually. Okay, let me just put this back on. This figure is a lot of fun. And we'll put him with Donnie. Oh, he did stand like that. Okay, cool. So this Donnie, you press this button and of course this comes flying forward for ninja attack action. We have a couple of Ninja Turtles that are like that we've already seen that have that action going. So we should have a Mikey like that, and then I think it's Donnie, not Raph, that we have like that. But this is the one from that Hot Rod set. Look at his eyes. His eyes look great. When we put this down, they don't look all bug-eyed like that. Probably want to glue this down because it's starting to come off. I like that he's smiling real big. I like that skull. I like that he's got blacked out knee pads and his belt right here. So it looks great. Look at this. And again, and I haven't said this in a little bit, but it'd be so nice if we had elbow joints, because that would make these just absolutely perfect. But I'll try and make that the last time I say this, because that's the only thing that's missing for making these perfect. Look at that. He's excited. He's going to be driving that hot rod, or in the back shooting it, and then has this ninja attack action. If I can keep it from hitting this. Oh, we're just going to glue this for next time. Look at that. Great. So that's awesome. Alright. And then we have Super Shredder, which looks ridiculous. Be nicer if it was a little bigger, but that's alright. I wish these little arms weren't so little. I said the same thing for Slash and for Leatherhead, but anyway, we have a little bit of paint right here so that we can have like what's supposed to be like more spikes coming out of him. I do like right here that we have this like tattered cape, soft plastic. We have these extensions here that would have like to simulate like blades coming out all out from his body. I'm like, can't we turn this, or are they? Yep. So here we are, one for each arm. That looks crazy. Those claws coming up. I'm like, what about the head? Is this one piece? Yes, it is. Look at that. So under this, looks like that. This is where it has his mutagen heart. It's just pumping mutagen out of it. His eyes are green. Look at that. And his skull, his head and his helmet have become like one. And again, we have these legs that I think we used for Leatherhead and for Slash, and we're using them as big clunky legs and feet for Super Shredder. And I don't remember exactly this moment, but I'm pretty sure he may have been barefoot with mutagen, mutated legs. His pants maroon, and it's a little looser than I would have liked, but the legs still, at least from the hip. Oh, it's to move pretty well. And I remember when we built this that you move it too much and everything starts popping off as far as like this here and these here, and so looks great. We can turn the head. You can definitely get some pretty good poses. This keeps it from going any further up because you can see it hits there. But I do like that mutagen pumping heart. And there we go. This, let's see if I can bring this forward just a little bit. Ah, popped his leg off. Super Shredder. Obviously it would go amazing with our Super Shredder Leo. And let's move a couple of turtles around because this one would go great with this launching action Leo. This would go great with our Casey, because it said he comes in. Look at that. Perfect. Move him up a little. Let's get our Super Shredder Leo right here. Have them ready to fight each other. And let's move Karai. Let's put her with Master Splinter since that's his daughter. Sorry, spoiler alert. And let's put this Leo over here next to this Donnie right here. Wow, this actually like fits so well. There we go. Maybe we can, I guess we could scooch everybody down, but for now it still looks great. A little crowded right here, but you know what? Let's move Splinter up here. That way we can space these out a little bit better right here. Okay. Man, was that awesome. Look at that. So cool. All right. So, who exactly do we have here after all? And look, here's the pizzas again. And what flavors are those? An anchovy, strawberry on the other one. Jeez. That's pretty good detail. But we do have a few duplicates here, and of course, like for example, the foot soldiers. We're gonna want tons of those foot soldiers. We're gonna want tons of these Krangbots because gotta do a little bit of army building. But from what we did here, counting the duplicates that we have here, not necessarily the ones that we left back in there, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, I guess we'll count those together, no, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. I'm like, I'm getting lost in what I counted. Let me count this faster this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We won't count him. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, and then this. So I might be off one. I may have counted them on accident, more than one, but that's quite a few minifigs. Look at that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us here today. We're gonna still continue to organize these and build the sets that we promised you. I'm like, where's at least one of them? Like this one, right? We're talking about this that we found at Ross, but we want to get with Ninja Gear collect the whole set, and then probably glue these ones that we've already opened, so that we don't have them crashing down anymore. Oh, here's where it is. So for the throne set, this is where the Leo came from, and he's got some stuff in there. That looks outstanding. There's the Ice Cream Kitty set. And I think we believe we have all of these except that Mikey. Where is that a crane coming after him in the back? And then that Rocksteady with Mikey there too. That one has been impossible to find. Never seen it out in the wild ever. So guys, I want to thank you for hanging out with us here today. If you have not already subscribed to our channel, please hit the subscribe button below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you get notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what you think of these, and share this video with anybody who think would enjoy it. Take one more close look. And yeah, check back on our YouTube channel for more great videos like this. And let us know what you want to see next, or which of those sets, and plus the other ones, you might want to see. And I guess stay tuned, because I'll add more to this video if you'll stick around long enough, or maybe I'll repost with all the sets that we have so you can see what we open, and then you can tell me which ones you want, in what order. So I'll add that here on the next one. But guys, thanks again for watching Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G. Peace.